today.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. This guy's a natural leader.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Wilson to throw. This one swung out to Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver, where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. And on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches. Both of them made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And Sean Payton won a Super Bowl as the head coach of the Saints. This is going to be fun to see them match wits.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Wilson. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who...
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Garoppolo. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
For some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Garoppolo again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in their class this year, some of which will contribute early and some which will be called upon down the road. The GM makes the final call after all the input from the scouts and the coaches. Now it's up to the coaches to develop the guys that the GM picked.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that. What about,
this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, and this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense has done the job now on play action. Now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Devontae Adams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Wilson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come up now on second down. On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now Wilson on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. He's got room to roam. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up. Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's Jacobs, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Jacobs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 12. 26 seconds to go. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.